This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Iowa Hawkeyes, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catch.
Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
7, Wyoming, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Wilcox. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's straight. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
13. First down for the offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to throw on third. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that read.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Get it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They're going to run it, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
14, Wyoming, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sanford. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Makes the catch. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's straight. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And that's a first down.
The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
First and goal, Iowa.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Iowa! Excellent pass by the back on the option. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Wilcox. Finds his tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On the option.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option. The quarterback would like to have that.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, low on the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a third and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The give on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
He's brought down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Makes the grab. It's straight. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's Peppers. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline. Tap that toe and get the 1st down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. It's caught. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Iowa, 28. Wyoming, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Moves away as he feels pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make a catch.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. How about this? These guys are going for 2. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
and you can prepare for them all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Tackle is made.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. Nope.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Pulls it in, it's straight. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. Got the 1st down and more. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been
just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Iowa! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
35, Wyoming, 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Wilcox. Quick completion on the out. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in that.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the comeback is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the shovel. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Keeps looking downfield. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. The Cowboys are on the move. The play action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now
he's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Pulls it in. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw again. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Wyoming! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Back to pass, it's Peppers. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to...
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
This time it's complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still one.
Wyoming 43, Iowa 42.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Peppers. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Off the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. Touchdown, Iowa! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
50, Wyoming 43.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watched the defense.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Here's a heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here for Dave.